you know, I'm partial GM as well. I got to foreshadow these things.
Are you allowed to scout at that age?
Of course, sure, you got to. I mean, you just never know.
Second quarter with the Jets in front 7-0. On a give for Warren. Good cutback to give him the first down. Game number 2, you were
important for the first team to get that touchdown on it, so Kate Klubnik can continue to play. He's got an opportunity, but the backup may not even be on the roster. It's Isaiah Williams, is it Omar Cooper, and of course secondary. You know, Dane Belton's been a guy, we keep hearing his name. He started this game, now Cisco knowledge of the football game, so again, a lot of things going on that the Jets need answers to in this second game.
Another carry for on the stop. It's a 6-yard pickup. We'll call it 5. 2nd and 5.
And you still got good against good, right? You still got some of the top-tier defense. Really good work here. Almost like an extended, you know, we call these joint practices when all the best players play. You're getting to see a lot of these guys now, at least for the Jets.
Howard. In the pocket. And Howard, Darnell Washington. And it will be enough for a first down, crossing into Jets territory.
And obviously, one of the best tacklers in the NFL is going to definitely take this guy down, but it's not an easy deal. He makes it a little hard because he kind of goes down with his head. You see Washington being the player that he is. Really impressed by him. I've never seen him, talk to him in person. Obviously, I was still kind of doing my thing. Just the way he speaks, the things that he talks about, you know, being now his 14th, 15th year in the league, it's pretty impressive.
Lofting it up. Stevens, and Stevens wins the battle. It'll be 2nd and 10.
You love seeing this, right? Textbook, right? It's okay, here comes the pass, doesn't panic, and he knocks it away. Now, Stevens has been a guy that started a lot of ball, obviously, before he got to the Jets. But again, now you're feeling it, and that is good to see from the secondary player, returning starter for the Jets.
Still no Nashawn Wright for New York, so that opportunity at the other corner position. Rico Dowdle on 2nd and 10. The Jets swarm, and they bring him down after the gain of 2. Mario Davis, when we talked to him yesterday, asked him, hey, who's a playmaker? He just makes this defense better. He flies around the field.
Yeah, coaches won't tell you the truth sometimes in those meetings. You get the play, right? But listen, he's been all over the place today so far. He's made 2 special teams tackles. He's been in the box as well. They talk about his now a young player, but now he's getting his shot and he's excelling early.
Howard, step and throw, delivers. Steelers. Azarie Thomas in coverage. Good for some.
They're going a little tempo here, but an inside cutting right. You're going to see him come inside. It's really how much time can you have to get this job of moving in the pocket to get that completion.
Dowdle's got some room, but the Jets converge. They're going to mark him down on the first contact. Shot out of a cannon. So Thomas met him there, as did, and the knee was down right there. It's the 9th play of the drive. Remember, the Jets thought they were going to have the football. Steelers retained it, and they've done something with it. Good cutback by Dowdle. And that's going to be, picks up 5. Dowdle runs hard.
RA, number 52, who's a new defensive end through free agency, make this tackle here. And stopping the run is something that Aaron Glenn, this football game, well, they're getting tested here on a 10-play drive so far.
Howard over the middle. And a quick hit. Dowdle, his 3rd stint with the Jets. Demario told us it's surreal. First time that it's been his choice, because the Jets in 2017. And the relationship he developed with Aaron Glenn when Glenn was in New Orleans coaching defensive backs. Played
as a tackler, and he is a short tackler, as we saw in that last play.
Dowdle slicing. Takes it just inside down as Jawan Briggs will get credit for the stop.
For this team when they picked him up in a trade, and I think about now the depth at the defensive line for the Jets, man. Like, they can bring in fresh bodies when they get different guys that can come in and be fresh. They're going to be a lot better in pass rush situation and also stopping the run.
3rd down and 4. Howard surveys, and it's picked up. He threw it right to Cisco. Howard intercepted by the veteran Andre Cisco. Jets have the football. 7-0 lead, no points on the board. And Howard may have saved a touchdown with a tackle. They get one here in preseason week number 2 from Andre Cisco. Klubnik on the roll, and the throw to the down marker.
Yeah, you got man-to-man coverage everywhere across the board, and Cisco is in the back, and he has free reign. All he has to do is read courses. Look at Howard. Hey, who's coming across the field? That's a guy in the free. Howard thinks he's open, doesn't realize Cisco's the freelancer. He attacks the option too much last year. 0 times for the Jets. It's a nice job by him.
On the quick toss, they feed it to Patrick, and he's got the first down. Ashton Davis, week 18 of the 2024 season for the pick.
So it's a minute, right? That's a minute ago. It's hard to, unbelievable to think that they weren't able to get there. Now they dropped their hands on the football at some point throughout the year. They just weren't able to pull any in, and I think it became a psyche at that point because you're trying to get one.
New set of downs here for New York. It's Wangu on the inside run. Wangu, Carson Bruner, the linebacker for Pittsburgh.
Will catch the ball. He's been an elite returner, a former All-Pro when he was with the Vikings. So again, he's getting that. Buddy now, and obviously Breece Hall being down with the groin, he'll be back week 1. But the support they get is huge.
Okorafor was just so the 9-year veteran is being checked on by the medical staff. So tackle. Shotgun, Klubnik on a give, and Wangu runs into him. Going to bring up third down, so pushing and shoving at the end of the play. Looking at the right hand of Okorafor.
They will, try to get a buddy tape on that. Usually linemen come right back in after those situations. Obviously, Kate Klubnik they threw out of the end zone on first down the last series. Now they're getting in these third downs. These situations, man can convert.
It's a 3rd down and 5 for New York. Klubnik knocked down. Tried to sidearm it to Isaiah Williams, and Jack. 4th down for New York.
There's still some talented players obviously on the field. Jack Sawyer being one of them, a young player. Here they may be. They got the no, they don't. Now they're coming off the field. Thought maybe they're going to keep their offense out there, but it looks like they're going to punt. Oh, they do have their offense.
So there was a moment there where it looked like the punting unit was going to come on. Then Klubnik waved them off.
There you go, pump the clock for him. Look at that. They got a favor, a gift.
Clock was down to 5.
It was.
So it's reset. Just reset again. Working through the kinks on preseason. Klubnik backs off. He's absolutely. So now the punting unit will come on.
Better. You already are ready and prepared to do that on 4th down. Guys are running off the field. They came back. They got a gift from the officials to try to draw them off sides. But at that point, I don't think the Steelers were going to be baited on that.
In a strange way, it may have actually hurt the Jets because the sense of urgency once they settled in and realized, like, hey, they're not running a play.
Yeah.
McNamara will punt it away on his last try. That ball will not get to Weegin. It rolls along the sideline and then touched right around the back-to-back punts, and then Howard got picked off by Andre Cisco. They take over at the 16-yard line, but now in the backfield. The pitch from Howard to Johnson, and he cuts through. Still haven't seen Tavondre Sweat here in the preseason, but he has returned to practice.
Yeah, large human being, obviously, but you think about what he brings to the table. You see big run stopper. Aaron Glenn talked about him, hey, being a little bit more versatile as well. They like his pass rush out for his size, and they expect that to be a big part of his game.
Howard, nice rhythm throw. Nowakowski, tight end type, had a touchdown for 10 yards.
Yeah, a lot of full flow, hard out play action. You get some of these backers to sit back, and you're trying to get something downfield. Running back, which is not the best matchup. So that's a win for from the Steelers standpoint. They're able to get an easy completion.
No Aaron Rodgers off the play fake. Skoranek could not get away from Trey Brown. And is joining us, and we're expecting to see Sheriff Country. You can catch that and the rest of the CBS lineup starting right now on DK Metcalf and Aaron Rodgers, along with Pat Freiermuth. 10-7 last season, lost to Houston in the wild card. Perfectly placed. Howard over the top to Tunyon.
Malachi is a player for this football team that has to stand out and make some plays more, and he's in the spot. He's in the place that was a little bit better. He's not able to scrape that one out, but he is there to make that tackle.
Down to 4:35 remaining. Howard, good protection. Coming back for the football. Skoranek. 7 on the play. Trey Brown, a little slow to get up.
Nickel position, just because you only had Brownlee. You talked about Wright, and you also talked about Pons not being able to practice.
Pons, a second-round pick out of Indiana. Quantez Stiggers did return moving forward, but not available tonight. Trey Brown, who's played with Seattle and the Rams, was always what popped off the page on scouting reports. And Brown going in for the helmet slammed down to the turf. So now Keenan Garber will step in. He's first year. Second down and 3. Quick hitter. In some traffic, Roman Wilson, but did not get enough for the first down.
Reading this, sees the block here, and he shoots and gets underneath that and is able to make the tackle on the spot. Got a lot of play in Ryan Clark, and I believe he's in attendance tonight. So again, just an opportunity. Younger players now, second year, getting some more time because of
looking to convert on a 3rd and 1, and they will. So they give the responsibility. Who gets 2.5. We'll count it down to the 3-minute mark. First half, both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining. Jets score 7 on the drive and hit Jelani Woods for the 13-yard touchdown. From the 42, Howard lays it out there for Perlman. Yard pickup. Garber ranging over to make the play for New York.
See a lot of tight ends back across away from where they're faking the run. They're also bringing receivers. You talked about Hurlman is smaller guys, so you're used to a big body tight end coming across. When you're a linebacker, you're trying to find that body. You don't see a small receiver and they sneak him outside.
The actual running back Caleb Johnson gets that call, and he's stacked up after a gain of 2. Number of Jets in there, and the interception to Cisco. Line of scrimmage is the 37 of New York on a 3rd down and 5. Zips it, and it's intercepted. Another pick from New York. As Womack comes away with the INT.
Pass interfered. Behind. Result of the play. First down.
They come in bunches.
They do.
Interception for Samuel Womack, now in his 5th year in the NFL. Stints with San Francisco, Indianapolis, and Tennessee. Klubnik. The connection is made with Omar Cooper Jr., the national champ. 1:42 and counting left in this first half. A 2nd down and 1.
It's now right into the half, so it works out perfect for both sides of the ball for the Jets.
9 different receivers have caught at least 1 ball for New York. He's going to move the chains.
So this should be a really good opportunity here to call plays and run plays.
Klubnik darts it to the sideline, and Isaiah Williams 5 and counting. It's a gain of 6. Klubnik steps up, and Klubnik gets clocked. There was a meeting in the pocket for Pittsburgh, leading the brigade.
Well, listen, you can sit back and play coverage and just play your 2-minute, or you can say, you know what, we got a young quarterback edge. They have a free hitter coming in. Now the quarterback has to expedite and speed things up, and he's not able to really make any room for himself when you're in the 2-minute offense. So, again, well played by the Steelers defense. And now, how risky do you want to be here on 3rd and long?
At 11, the Jets use their first timeout. 49 seconds to go. From the gun, Klubnik stands tall on the out route. He hits his man for a first down. That's rookie to rookie.
Hands of the quarterback before McClain even comes out of his route. So you talk about timing, being where you need to be. Watch this. The ball's in the air right now. You bounce as well to stop the clock.
And it keeps the drive alive. Klubnik, pump fake. Nice avoidance. And that ball got tipped as he was throwing it. His dad, Mark, was a longtime tight end for the Steelers. That's Carson Bruner, second-year linebacker. Put a second on the clock, 39 seconds to play. Jets still have 2 timeouts to work with.
Again, plenty of time. The one thing you don't want, but you see there the quickness and speed of defenders in the NFL. They can get around the football quick if you're just trying to poke a pass in there as a young quarterback's head as he's playing this offense.
Yeah, they're getting close to field goal range as well.
Timeout.
Larry Smith
New York
runs in.
Final timeout.
Timeout. They actually have the one remaining. He has corrected himself. Larry is an umpire on Sean Hunt. And is also a principal of a middle school in Kansas City, Kansas. No detention. Got to go the extra mile.
You always do.
2nd and 10. Klubnik has to eat it.
Back he's going to be in protection here and decides to take it heavy up top, and he gets run over. He probably should have cut the defender here.
3rd down and long. Field goal range. They're looking for it. And that might be enough. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. And they use the timeout.
A little risky there. Maybe they thought there was no timeouts because they heard it, but yeah, you see Wangwu here. You got to cut this guy. It's a big. But then he comes right back. They got to be fast. He's found a nice hookup with McLean there on the deep curl route. Competition going on right here, Ian. So why not give an opportunity for these guys to kick the football?
Yeah, that battle is between Cade York. His career high is a 59-yarder, and that is what he's going to attempt right now. The holder is McNamara. Nine-yard attempt. Sweeps the leg. And York's kick is errant. No good. But Cade Klubnik, just the insight and the way he teaches the game. That ball rolls through to start the second half, and Drew Aller, the Penn State product rookie 3rd-round draft pick, will lead this offense. 3 total.
It was impressive. I mean, you talk about someone that a little bit banged up his last year at Penn State, wasn't able to really capitalize on draft. He works himself back and really shows out and answers a lot of questions. A lot of videos circulating about Mike McCarthy changing his style week 1. So it'll be a nice challenge for the Jets defense to see him on the football field.
So that'll do it for Will Howard tonight. Handles the snap. Allen out of the pocket. Well, pump and run, just shy. Chase there, Cisco and McCrary ball.
Yeah, it's a good job by McGregor. Now, you don't want to run past the quarterback, but this is a guy's ability to get out there. A lot of flash bling in there on him as well. He's got a lot of silver. That's a lot. That would distract me. Look, different time.
Allen on a give. Outside, Caleb Johnson is tackled in the open field. 5-yard pickup. Clark ended his college. You mentioned his dad, Ryan, who won a Super Bowl for the Pittsburgh Steelers and is in attendance.
I mean, to swipe the arm and drive through his legs. I mean, he had the first down there and he stopped them. So that's going to show up on film, man. They're
going to run it inside. Caleb Johnson, it is enough for a first down.
In the elevator, actually talked to him a little bit. Talked about his son. He's getting some time to see his kid play, and saw him on the sidelines before the game.
You do some of your best work. Aller steps up. And Aller runs across midfield with a penalty 7-yard line. McCullough.
Holding. Offense, number 62.
His penalty of the night against Pittsburgh. 3 against New York.
Yeah, Peyton Page, 98, does a nice job of pushing the pocket. Gets his hands up in the helmet hold there. It was hands are inside. He's kind of sitting back and doing it. But again, if you shed it as a defender and you try to break away to make a tackle, and the officials can call those. So it's good push by Page to create that hold.
So 1st and 20 now for Pittsburgh. Back it up. Aller on the give. Johnson with a cutback. And the Jets rally to the football. 3, Malachi Moore over there. McCrary Ball in the area as well.
Yeah, undrafted rookie, Pittsburgh.
2nd and 17. Aller, dump off. There is some room there for Johnson. Got those. slides in to make the play. It's a gain of 6.
You know, something the Jets haven't done much of, maybe as they did last year, is tackle in practice. Now, they've had live drills and done things, but man, I've been impressed and missed the first tackle for this defense. So that's a really big positive heading into the season.
It's 3rd down and long for the Steelers. Defensively, rush is coming. Aller sidearm toss, room to work, and another open field tackle. Tunyon couldn't get.
Yeah, Jets bring some pressure. And again, this is a good job. They get everything to a nice tackle by Moore.
And they're going for it on 4th down. Aller looks, throws too high. The Jets take team to play. 3rd quarter here in Pittsburgh, where the Jets maintain their at their own 49-yard line. Klubnik remains in the game for New York. Sam Scott gets the carry. It's no gain. That's ground attack. It's what you're seeing from Braylon Allen.
Yeah, I mean, last week was kind of an anomaly. He just did a great job. He looked faster. He looked stronger. And when we talked to him, Ian lost a lot of weight, got down to about 220. And, man, he just started lifting and running, and his body just grew, and he got stronger. But he kept his speed. So he's at 2 halves. So that's the big thing of emphasis that he picked up, you know, coming back from that injury.
On the underneath throw to Skinner. Pick up 7 yards on the play. Now we asked Braylon Allen, Florida, to train. Great guy, really confident. It stood out to him the moment he met him that obviously we saw it on the opening drive of the night.
And you think about that when you're in the huddle, and you see that, and the quarterback delivers that to you. That's out there to know what you're doing.
Crowd the line on a 3rd and 2. There was not enough of a crack for Sam Scott. And we are sensing that
they're trying to sneak in. They're obviously knowing it's run, and they get a little crossing there. They get picked up to one linebacker, but you have a free linebacker on 4th. You got to put them through these scenarios and situations. Probably get a one-on-one matchup and a route, a quick pass to see if we can get a play guards.
Klubnik. Quick dump off. The twirl by Scott, and he didn't make it. It appears they're right. Won a couple of Super Bowls with New England.
Like the play design here, and you know, in preseason, you're trying to get the back on a quick swing, and like as you're a back and you catch that, if you got some time to turn, you got to make a guy miss like that. Those are the hidden traits that NFL teams. I have those are big dollar seats there. They were that close. I'm going to spend every waking dollar in my pocket.
Funny where your brain goes. Caleb Johnson getting 250. Pretty clean game.
Offense number 28. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. 1st down.
And it's Levi Wentz on the hold out on the perimeter.
You start getting the defender sideways, and he starts trying to pull away. You got to get away. That's a good job. Kind of lift his arms up. You see the pull, and again, make the officials call the play if the hands are in a bad spot.
On 1st down, Aller fires one over the middle. Rookie tight end. Good for it.
I talked earlier, you know, when we came out of the half about 4-down pressure, right? Getting to the quarterback. Again, it's going to be in the pocket. Man, those 4 guys really need to show up in these opportunities, especially 2nd, 3rd down and longs.
Jaden Keller, the free agent. Aller, 2nd and long. Aller does get rid of it with a rainbow complete. It's a 1st down for Pittsburgh.
Real close here of swiping this football. Good concentration by Aller, but man, good job football. I mean, not a lot of room for as high as that ball was.
Steelers operating quickly here, drifting, and he bounces it. So Aller will take the incompletion. It was Heidenreich on a tough time hearing the call from the OC. Mike McCarthy for Pittsburgh. It's a running play, hop step, Heidenreich. 7th round draft pick.
Talked about this throw. I mean, just kind of airs it up. But really good job toe tapping there by McCree. Again, a rookie, undrafted rookie out of USC. Tonight, receivers, tight ends got to make catches like that. And just understanding where you're on the field as a young player, that's going to be a positive in the meetings.
To go on the third. Aller steps up, and Aller gets sacked. Chase Wilson, the rookie from Penn State.
Yeah, it's a good job. You see him in the middle of your screen here. They're just going to run a little get through. Obviously, you always see protection problems from the backup, some of those younger players in on offense, but they take advantage of it. They pick them, and Wilson does a good job of that.
It is Marjan from 44 yards away. No good. 2 interceptions in that loss to Tampa Bay, so that'll close the book on Klubnik. 10 of 14 for a 7-yard rush. Zappy step and throw, and it's dropped by Scott. Hit his hand on the play by Spears-Jennings.
Off-angle throw here coming back to the back room, and you don't when a defender comes up and knocks you at the point of the catcher. And Zappy's a guy that obviously wants a little redemption after last on him, the other one coming off the receiver's hands, but just coming out looking a little crisper and just showing his professionalism as a guy that's played in this league.
Yeah, that deflected off of him, and Zappy got picked off. Sam Scott galloping with a flag down. Marker is tossed at the 36.
It's number 88. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Second down.
And it's Cam Camper, the wide receiver.
We taught him better on the edge. Cam Camper, a young player, one of my guys. But again, listen, when you're coming out, he's known for just like they did on the other side of the football. You got to let him go. You can't grab. Get your hands inside. Young player gets an opportunity to squeeze.
In Orlando in the UFL, Zappy puts some air under it. Trying to break away is Skinner. And he gets brought down. Darrell Porter. So Klubnik saw last week when it was announced that Geno Smith was dealing with an ankle issue. Multiple series for Club into the third quarter.
And for the Jets, what does that look like for him to win the second quarterback spot? I think those are the things.
They're down in 15. Zappy. It's going to be well short. Catch made by Chase Curtis. And the punting unit will come on for New York. Austin McNamara. McNamara will kick it away for the 4th time tonight. Legion is the deep man standing. Legion's the rookie out of Iowa. 22. Legion's got some space, a zigzag. And he's tackled at the 35. It is the Caleb Johnson gets the carry, and Johnson is ridden down short of the 40-yard line. Picks up Smith, former Dallas Cowboy, in on that stop.
And he's back. He's been injured during training camp. Gets an opportunity now to get back.
Points for Pittsburgh. They've had a couple of opportunities. 2 interceptions from the Jets defense. And 7. Motion man Lance Mason. Aller gets devoured. 3 and there. Out of William and Mary. The tribe has spoken.
He's coming off the edge here. This is a nice job, just working the rip and get the edge there without going past the quarterback, which is great, right? So now he's got a direct hit on the quarterback. It's discipline. It's good. A sack when you're not bringing pressure. It's a good job by the front 4 of the Jets getting home.
And forcing Pittsburgh into a 3rd and steps up. Aller is going to throw on the move. It's offline with a penalty marker down at the intended receiver.
You're going to get Hoffman 67.
Holding. This is a decline. 4th down.
So Jets turn it down. Steelers will punt it away with 2:45 on the clock here in the third.
Always get the hands up like, I don't get it. I didn't hold.
I mean, isn't that
what is he talking about?
part of the handbook? You're taught.
I've held every play. It's just the way you do it.
Yeah,
you got to. There's a proper way to hold, right?
Cameron Johnston with Bergen deep at the 25. Bergen, a good move upfield. and then absorbs the hit. Just and a 10-yard return for Bergen for New York.
Yeah, really nice. Obviously, get home, get to the quarterback, and especially for David Bailey, a heck of a job. You see the proper, not only one, but two, Cisco and then Womack getting their hands on the football. I mean, you're getting a little bit of everything, and we talked about it at halftime. 2 sacks now as well, 1 in the second half. Aaron Glenn's got to be happy as he's calling the defensive play here, especially in the preseason where they're pitching a shutout. With
Trainum is now in the backfield. Fake the handoff. Nope, give it to him. Trainum trying to slip off one tackler and is brought down after the gain by Jamin Davis, who also had a brief stint with the Jets. Come up on 2 minutes. Not a lot of yards on either side. 173 for the Jets. 100. Zappi on the line to Skinner. Good for 3.
Again, a manageable third down opportunity. And again, moving the sticks, getting the ball out of your hands, don't take a sack. And again, there's some more plays because of the fact that you got a lot of plays you can call in this window here, 3rd and 3.
It's a running play. Trying to push the pile. Trainum down out near the 45.
Yeah, low risk play there. Obviously, Zappi's probably thinking, man, would have loved to have the ball thrown in that opportunity. But, again, you can sneak one underneath. But it's a good play by the Steelers to stop the run.
But number 5 for McNamara. Weegan gets another opportunity standing. High kick. Weegan settles under it. Bobbles. And a flag is at the 19.
Number 42. 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. First down.
The receiving team and Super Bowl champion with the Packers won it, of course, with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. Down from the 5. Johnson puts the helmet down and is ridden down after the gain of 4. Tackle. Probably going to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Only 10 seconds left on the clock. In on that stop, and we will go to the 4th. Jets still have the 7-0 lead over the Pittsburgh Steelers.